Once upon a time, in the small, peaceful town of Harmonyville, lived a curious group of young friends known as the early birds. They were not your ordinary group of friends. Each member had the unique ability to travel through time, thanks to a magical artifact they discovered in the town's ancient library. One sunny morning, as the early birds gathered in their secret hideout, they noticed something peculiar. A mysterious portal appeared in the center of the room, emitting a soft, golden glow. Intrigued, they decided to venture through it, hoping to uncover the secrets of their abilities. As they stepped into the portal, they found themselves in a vast, lush forest. It was unlike anything they had ever seen. The trees were tall and ancient, their leaves shimmering with an iridescent glow. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of birds chirping was like a symphony of life. The early birds were amazed. They decided to explore this new world, hoping to find clues about their origins. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, they encountered various creatures, some familiar, others strange and exotic. They encountered talking animals, magical plants, and even a wise old tree that seemed to know everything. One day, they stumbled upon a small village hidden within the forest. The villagers were friendly and welcomed the early birds with open arms. They learned that this village was home to the first early birds, the ancestors of their group. The villagers shared stories of their ancestors, explaining how they had developed their time-traveling abilities to protect the forest and its inhabitants. The early birds were overjoyed. They felt a strong connection to their ancestors and were inspired to continue their mission of preserving the balance of time. They spent days learning from the villagers, absorbing as much knowledge as they could. Before they knew it, it was time to return to their own world. As they said their goodbyes, the villagers gave them a special gift, a small, golden feather, a symbol of their connection to the early birds. With their hearts filled with newfound knowledge and determination, the early birds stepped back into the portal. As they returned to their hideout, they realized that their adventure had marked the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. They were no longer just a group of friends, they were the early birds, guardians of time. From that day on, the early birds dedicated themselves to using their abilities for the greater good. They traveled through time, righting wrongs, solving mysteries, and spreading wisdom. And though their adventures were often challenging, they knew they were making a difference. So, remember, just like the early birds, seize the day. Embrace your potential, and never be afraid to explore the unknown. For it is in the unknown that we find our greatest adventures. And who knows, you might just discover something extraordinary.